So I didn't go into this drawing knowing what I was going to be doing. I actually just sat down and was trying to learn Carrie-Anne Moss's anatomy to work out some art. Been playing Horizon and Forbidden West and wanted to just get good at drawing Tilda for some ideas I had. So I didn't have any plan or approach, and I just was watching The Matrix to get a look at her anatomy and started playing around, as you can see kind of at the beginning there. So as it began, I picked kind of a good mid-tone to match what I could see on the screen. I was watching The Matrix and just kind of sketching her face from there, playing in some new brushes I had gotten in Clip Studio Paint, and I just like, let's just play around with some silhouettes and some sculpting with color, and just started to throw down some of the tones I was seeing on the screen, and just like, sure, yeah, I'll play with that. And so you can kind of see I blocked those in. When I was drawing that, I did the blue reflective light kind of catching some of that atmosphere around her on her face and stuff. I wasn't planning on doing the background, but I didn't like how bright the white was behind, so I threw something down. I ended up like, let's put some background elements for fun. I literally didn't have a plan. You can see how all over the place I am. Just I'm getting annoyed with this part, so I'm just gonna work on something completely different, bouncing all around as I go, and then just refining details. I never formally studied art. The only upper level, and by upper level I mean not elementary school, art class I ever even took was sophomore of high school. I didn't learn formal color theory or compositional methods, how to properly paint and plan out a piece or anything. I just kind of go for it, and I just kind of patch in shapes, colors, and then I refine and blend, and then I go back for another pass. And I did, I studied a ton of anatomy, and so I do bring a lot of that to the table when I'm doing it. I'm sitting there thinking about I really like the way Carrie-Anne Moss's orbicularis oculi look, or the shape of your orbicularis, or let's get that sternocleidomastoid to pop a little more. I do have that going on here, but it's not that crazy. And so you can just kind of see it's just coming together, and we're doing a lot of those passes of let's just kind of clean up some of these shapes, some of the light. Let's get a little of this. I see a tone in it. I see more contrast in the shadows. You can see going in on the eyes, but you notice I use blue in the shadows and bring warmth to her face in the light and stuff like that. 'Cause it's just, and the Matrix is great to do this with because of the way they are so intentional. Wow, I can't talk. Intentional about color in scenes. They use some of the color treatment of the film to emphasize the storytelling, let you figure out when you're in the Matrix and when they are outside of the Matrix. You see greener tones when they are inside versus the blue lights and warmer skin. Anyways, I can't really think of anything else to say. I never really finished this pic, but here you go.